guys, we got some news today from a legendary voice actor passing away to people passing out at a movie premiere, and even some more news on some movies that just finished filming. All right, let's get into it.
Goku and Vegeta lock horns in the battle of the century. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Guys, if you heard the rumors and you heard the news, it is true. Legendary voice actor Doc Harris has passed away at the age of 76. Now, if the name sounds familiar, he did the narration for Dragon Ball Z from 1996 all the way to 2003. And I mean, those intros and outros that he did, that voice was just so iconic for the show. So it's really sad to hear that we lost another legendary person that's tied to the Dragon Ball series and shows. I mean, we had Akira Toriyama who passed away, and now we have Doc Harris. So rest in peace. You are a legend. We all have memories, and you've been part of our childhood, and my condolences to the family as well too. Now that we've talked about a little bit of the heavy news, on some good news in regards to some Dragon Ball content, we are getting the new animation Dragon Ball Daima coming out this October. In Japan, it will be releasing on October 11th. But here in the US and worldwide, we are going to be getting it released on October 18th on Netflix. It has been, I think, 7 years since we've gotten a Dragon Ball anime. Hopefully this is going to be just as good and living up to the legacy, because it is Akira Toriyama's last work that he did before he passed away. So I'm excited to see where we're going. A little confused on the story a little bit, but I grew up with Dragon Ball. We all have, and I'm happy that we're getting it back. And we are also getting released on October 11th, so that is this Friday, the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video game for PlayStation, Xbox, Stream, and it's just a crazy week for Dragon Ball, honestly. So I will be getting my hands on it. I have been hearing rumors that people who got the early release for it, that the game is quite difficult on certain levels. I think that's like the only criticism we are hearing so far, but let's get our hands on the game and check it out for ourselves and see how it goes. Now switching gears to the movie side of things. It is October. It is horror season. So, of course, I did mention that we were getting some horror movies being released, one of them being the Terrifier 3. With Art the Clown, set in a more Christmas setting. So interesting take on the whole thing to kind of bring horror onto the holiday of of Christmas. The movie is releasing this October 11th, and we have been getting news that in the early releases in Australia, we've had fans actually, or I can't call them fans because they didn't stick around, but we've had people who went to go see the movie on the premiere walk out in the first 10 minutes of the movie. And again, this movie is meant to be a gruesome, like gory movie, and for them to be so intense and to have people walk out of the theater, I think is great news, because they did their job. Like I said, Terrifier has been known to be really intense with the gore, the violence, and the horror. And yeah, you just had people walk out. That's an amazing. We also got some information that some people actually threw up in the movie theater, and I think 2 people passed out. So that's just crazy to me, and that just makes me more excited to go see this movie. So again, you're into horror, especially intense gory horror, I would definitely say go and check this movie out this coming Friday. And the last piece of news that we got today was from the director David Sandberg, who shared on his Instagram that they have wrapped filming the live action adaptation of the popular horror video game Until Dawn. Now, This movie unfortunately does not get released this year. We are getting it in 2025, but will be a great movie to watch if you, again, are a fan of the game and a fan of horror. Like, the storyline behind this is absolutely insane, and sometimes the game makes you just want to drop and run. So I'm very excited to see this shot that they shared with us on Instagram. Just exactly what I expected: blood, gore, and all kinds of greatness that is going to be coming. So I'm really excited to see that and see how great this movie is, because video game adaptation movies have been doing a lot better recently. And yeah. Well, guys, that's it for me. That's all the news I got for you today. Greatly appreciate you guys taking some time to check this video out. If you guys want to see my interview with my friend Brandon, aka the Funko Master, that link is going to be right here. And then if you want to see some of the other breaking news that I've talked about on this channel, that's going to be on this side over here. You guys have a great day.